So, yeah, the Phoenix Mercury got swept by the Indiana Fever. And I have never seen a coach go as crazy about guarding a player as Nate Tibbetts did for Caitlin Clark. And the tactic of what Nate Tibbetts did, he literally has, like, as far as junk zones go, if there is a coach in world basketball that knows more about junk zones than Nate Tibbetts, I would be shocked. And if you agree that what Caitlin Clark did to the Mercury, like, would probably be illegal in 3/4 of the world and may go against the Geneva Convention, subscribe. We're trying to hit 26.5k by the end of my trip away, or my trip to music festival. But again, like, I am recording these videos like in the car, uploading them, and we'll be home Sunday night. So yeah, I'm recording like 5 videos. Hopefully, can get them all up as quickly as possible, and then I will get a nice long sleep. I'm in a car right now. But Nate Tibbetts has thrown 10 different zones at Caitlin Clark. If you'd watch the game, Kelsey Mitchell was brilliant, by the way. She was absolutely brilliant. But Kelsey Mitchell was being doubled off. Like, they were doubling off Kelsey Mitchell. They were willing to leave every single Fever player wide open to make sure they threw 2 bodies at Caitlin Clark every time she dribbled the ball. They put 4 different defenders on her throughout the game. And every time she saw Sophie Cunningham, who was trying to recruit her to the team, she just thought, I'm going ISO. If you watch it back, every single time Sophie Cunningham guarded her, she refused the screen, did this hezzy move, got Sophie Cunningham in jail, and scored. She did it the same time. She did it in the last game against her as well. She did it literally every time Sophie Cunningham guarded her. It was hilarious. Like, it is like, I will say, insert, is it the Larry Bird meme? The Larry Bird, like, I thought it was disrespectful when a defender of a certain ethnicity guards me. And that's, like, it's obviously a joke, but every time she thought it wasn't Tash Cloud or Kat Copper. Kat Copper, again, look, Kat Copper hit free throws. I thought Kat Copper was good today. But Kat Copper goes, 6 of 17 from the field? Because she's dead guarding Caitlin Clark. She is one of the hardest players to guard. In, like, Tash Cloud's defense, I thought Tash Cloud cooked her on the other end. Tash Cloud hit everything. But Nate Tibbetts threw 3-2 zones, through 2-3 zones, through at what looked at times like a line and 2 zone. Like, they just played 3 players at the back in a line and put 2 players on Caitlin Clark. They actually didn't deny her much off the ball, which was a surprise. They threw every single junk zone imaginable at Caitlin Clark. Like, anything you can think of. If you have played any level of basketball, Hello. There we go. Sorry, my mic's all over the place right now. Again, I'm doing this from my car. So, like, bear with me. Like, some things are not going to be the best, most ideal situations. But every single junk zone that you have ever ran in the history of basketball, if you've ever played ball at any level, a junk zone your coach has even thought about putting in, a junk zone you've had in practice, Nate Tibbetts ran it against Caitlin Clark. They tried everything. I've never seen it before. They were lost. They couldn't do anything. The only way they were kind of stopping Caitlin Clark was that 2-3 zone. And it was the crappy high school 2-3 zone where you just kind of stand there in positions. And that only works when Leah Boston's not on the floor and the scrub Demiris Dantas on the floor. I'm sorry, Demiris Dantas sucks. Like, we got rid of Christy Wallace. We finally got Christy Wallace out of the lineup, and then Demiris Dantas plays. In fairness, she must be better than Victoria Saxton. But, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, that was an interesting one anyway. But, yeah, like, that was, I don't know what I'm clicking right now. I'm just trying to make sure that my video's working. Oasis right here. Okay. My video's working. But, again, bear with me. I'm in a freaking car right now. But yeah, so like Nate Tibbetts tried everything. He tried absolutely everything, and they still couldn't guard her. In the 3 games, Caitlin Clark has averaged. She had a near triple-double. I'm pretty sure Caitlin Clark has had 13, and 10 assists. Caitlin Clark in the 3 games. First game, 1 board off triple-double. Second game, 7 assists in a quarter. Third game, 29 and 10. Like, if you are Nate Tibbetts, you had one job. You had an entire scheme. You did everything humanly possible to stop one player. You did everything. And in fairness, like, I actually think he did everything well. Like, I thought everything he did had merit. Like, you saw the first junk zone he put in on it. He put in a junk zone to start the game on Angel Reese. He put in a junk zone on Angel Reese. And the junk zone, it worked. It worked straight away. This junk zone's purpose was to force Angel Reese into Caitlin Clark. And it worked. It worked as expected. Because well, it's kind of easy to throw a junk zone at. I'm not a limited offensive player. I'm not gonna say a bad offensive player, because the offensive rebounding is part of offense. She's the single best offensive rebounder in the world. Let's not, like, you gotta respect someone who's the single best player in the entire world or something, but a limited offensive player. Whereas if you saw Caitlin Clark, man, she came back even better. She came back with like a better handle. Her shot felt as good as ever. She went right a couple of times. She hit a behind the back pull-up mid-range shot to go 2 for 1. She didn't stop running. She went 1-on-5 a couple of times off scores and scored. She seems to be getting stronger. The post game is there. She's drawing fouls at a better rate. Like, I don't think you can game plan for her. Like, Nate Tibbetts tried. He tried. He really freaking tried. And I got to give him credit where credit's due. Like, it's not easy to, like, to stop the second best offensive player in the world. Look, I'm not going to say that she is a better offensive player than AJ Wilson. I'm just not going to say that yet. I don't feel like I can say that in good faith at this point in time. But anyone whose first name does not have a dash in it is not a better offensive player than Caitlin Clark. She's the best guard in the WNBA. Because I think she's a lot better on offense than Jackie Young. Jackie Young is a lot better defender, but Caitlin Clark's way better on offense. But also Sabrina is barely better on defense. Caitlin Clark and Sabrina's better. If you put Caitlin Clark on the aces for Jackie Young, maybe not, because if you put her on the aces for Chelsea Gray, the aces never losing her a game. If you put her on the Liberty for Sabrina Ionescu, the Liberty might not lose a game the rest of the year. And you can see the fact that everybody gets touches, everybody gets scores. All you have to do is have a good motor, run, and be alert, and she will get you 10 points in open layups. And Nate Tibbetts just couldn't deal with that. He tried everything, but nothing worked.